Ahoy Rum Explorers, I'm Nia, and today we're doing a threesome review! We have Nani to my right and Paul to my left. If you're not familiar with Paul, definitely subscribe to his channel.
If you're not familiar with me, shame on you, because I'm on her channel.
Yeah, shame on you.
All the time.
All the time.
But anyway, today we're doing a really special review. Paul, do you want to tell us what we're reviewing today? It's a surprise.
Sure. So we've got a package that came from our fellow podcast guests like yourself, Nia, right? So you're a podcast alum, so we got a box from Demon Rum.
Ooh.
So if you have seen the Drums and Rums podcast with Demon Rum back in... What was May? I think time frame when they did our May for Earth Day. It was Earth Day. It was around April.
So, or Rum News around that time because
right.
we talked about their special bottle, right?
So they sent us a package here. So we're gonna go ahead and open it, and I think I know what's in it. Hopefully, I'm not surprised.
Hopefully not shoes.
Or maybe shoes for us.
Yes. Manolos, is that it? Did I get it right?
Manolos, some red bottoms, whatever works.
Whoa, red bottoms. Whoa. All right, anyway, so we're going to go ahead and open this up here, and we're going to give this a try. So if you'd seen the episode, it was talking about their new bottle that they are starting to roll out, and it was no longer glass. So we're going to see here.
Which is very eco-friendly because not only does it cost less to make these collapsible containers, but also the carbon foot emission on the transportation of the actual bottles.
We got a pair of shoes. All right.
Might be shoes.
All right, New Balance too. So
I mean, I like New Balance personally. I'm a New Balance fan.
I think they're trying to say something that we need to work out more, Paul.
And let's put a disclaimer, this is not a paid sponsorship by New Balance.
It's not.
Or really by anyone else for that matter, okay? Let's make that straight. But we definitely appreciate
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was thrown by the New Balance. You were saying about it being an eco-friendly, sustainable
Oh yeah, because
bottle.
the container weighs a lot less. The emissions of CO2 are a lot less when they transport these bottles, so it's super important. As you know, I'm a...
if they're transporting them in New Balance boxes, I can see why they're so costly.
Did you ask for red box or red bottom?
I think something got lost in translation.
Wow. Two chicas, un gringo.
Yeah, literally.
All right, so here we go. We got it. Okay.
Let's see this.
There we go. Check that out.
That is really freaking cool.
Are you guys seeing this?
That is amazing.
That is so unique. Wow.
But wait, there's more.
We've been saying
I honestly thought
this is interesting.
that this was going to be
I'm expecting it to be heavier because I'm so used to glass bottles.
Well, that, and I expected them to be uber flimsy.
Yes.
That's fair. Yeah, that's pretty.
Feels
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
It's sturdy.
So
It's very sturdy. This is interesting.
So they're on the top of the bottle there. You see it says Earth Friendly Eco Bottle. Right. So we'll take some pictures and add it there. So
that's exciting.
Okay. It says Sinfully Smooth on this.
Is that your name you go by?
Is that your nickname?
Paul wasn't supposed to share that.
Sorry,
No, just the font that they used, my mind could have, and maybe it's because it's on brown. It looked like
what will brown do for you?
It looks like it said shitfully.
No.
I'm like, that can't be.
I hope it's not shitfully smooth.
Oh, okay, I see.
You see what I mean?
I
was just turning the bottle
right,
and the font type and on the brown. I was just like, hold on a second. See what I mean?
No, I don't.
Because now you know already. You already know. But look on it. Look on the brown.
Okay.
Look on the brown.
No,
all right.
I'm not crazy, I promise.
So should we start with the spice or the Tropicoco?
Well, let's get a real quick recap of the bottle here. So this is an 80 proof. It says 40 ABV, 750 milliliters.
Thank you, Demon, for pushing. U.S. brands have to catch up with the 40%, man.
Yep.
Everybody, let's get up to the world standard of 40% minimum. Anything else is considered a liqueur.
Mm-hmm. So this is...
So congrats on that.
This bottle's made from 94% recycled paperboard.
Paperboard.
So So that's
And then 84%.
It feels great.
yeah, that's actually that's
It like I said, it feels so much lighter because it's not a glass bottle. So you think, oh, there's not that much in there, but it's a full size bottle, y'all. It's regular size, standard. Is it 750 ml? The huge. I don't know if it even has it.
It says it on there.
Okay.
It says it on there. Yeah.
Yeah, 750.
So it's a standard bottle size.
All right. So, and I think if you watch some of their videos, we're not going to rip this one apart until we're done with it. And I don't know if that'll be during this session or not, but it's all cardboard up. So yeah, so you can flatten it and recycle it and so forth.
Which is amazing.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 offerings here. So we're doing 2 reviews today.
We sure are.
All right. Let's
We
go
got
for
a
it.
twofer and a threesome. A 2 and okay. Anyway,
Now you're going into orgy territory between the 2 and the 3. There's too many numbers. The math ain't math.
so I think we should start with the Tropicoco
Okay, let's go for it.
because the spice, I have a feeling, is going to be pretty heavy
Spicy?
on your favorite cinnamon. So
Yes.
brace for impact.
Are we having more problems?
No. It's my finger. One of my fingers has been.
For any of y'all that did not know, on our Paranormal Pour
Oh, that
video,
already smells.
we had a little trouble opening my bottle, but
So, Demon Tropicoco Rum is an award-winning blend of smooth Caribbean rum and natural island-inspired flavors. Citrus, coconut combine for a relaxing summertime vibe no matter where you unwind. Okay, Paul.
Oh, okay.
It already smells tropically and fruity. Oh, coconut right away.
I almost always expect that out of a tropical Caribbean rum, though. The coconut to be very prominent.
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes if the coconut is not well
Oh, yeah.
picked, it'll smell like sunscreen, which I hate.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't smell like
no,
it yet.
it's like it's almost like coconut icing or coconut something very sweet with coconut.
Yeah.
Like a yogurt or something that you would think.
That's not too much,
Yeah.
but just enough.
Oh, but this.
It smells delicious
Yeah.
though.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, so definitely coconut, vanilla.
It's almost like a pina colada.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a little bit of
Ooh.
heat.
Yeah.
You get that coconut on the back.
Yeah, on the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pineapple.
There's unexpected heat though. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that at all.
Yeah.
But it's the 40 proof. That's why I keep on telling people. It's like you can do flavored stuff, but you gotta hit the minimum 40%.
It hits your tongue so light.
Mm-hmm.
Or
And
40
then by
if
the
you-
time it makes its way to the back, it's a completely different palate.
Yeah,
It's-
because the rum is still pulling through.
Yeah.
So it's light on the tongue. The mouthfeel is pretty subdued also.
Yeah.
It's all in the. Well, let's try
Yeah.
the second, right? That's
Yeah.
what they say.
I
This
mean,
is
I'm like 4, but okay.
But there's still heat. There's still like a nice
Yeah.
little hug
Mhm.
to it.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was gonna.
And by the way, that is Nani and Nia's cop show. It's called Heat and Hug.
That's actually not a bad title.
That's funny. Wow, I was not surprised. Honestly, I was bracing for impact because I absolutely don't like flavored coconut.
This is
rum.
not, and it's not like sweet, like
It's
very.
not.
No.
It has a very silky, smooth feel to it, almost like you're tasting like a liquid satin or a liquid
Yeah,
silk.
and basically,
Sinfully smooth.
yes, not the other word.
We know where the name
You know
comes
what
from
it
now.
is? You know what it is that they don't add sugar. They're adding the flavorings
Right.
of coconut. They're adding the flavorings of pineapple is what it tastes like to me too.
That's why I said it tastes like a pina
Well, it
colada
says
because
citrus.
it has the pineapple and the coconut.
So
in
maybe
there.
like lemon
But
or...
it doesn't taste artificial, and I
Yeah.
think that's the key.
Yeah,
It does
yeah.
not taste artificial. It
and
does
it
not
doesn't
taste like
seem...
added
Okay,
sugar.
finger test, guys. Let's see if they
You know she
add...
loves that finger test.
They add any sugar.
Ah, shut
Dun-dun-dun. Wait, sorry.
Just 1 or 2.
Wait, we have actual drummer in the room. Where's this? The hi-hat. You need it.
It's a little bit sticky, but it also might be the
The natural sugars?
Yeah, like the flavorings, because color also, it's a little bit sticky, but it doesn't taste sweet at all.
It doesn't taste artificial at all. It tastes like if you were to crack open a coconut, stick a straw in it, like almost like coconut water, but
Natural.
very natural tasting. Yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm delightfully and pleasantly surprised.
So initially, because I hadn't tried it yet and only talked with these guys on the podcast, and just from reading the product, I thought the Tropicoco would have been a lot sweeter than the spice, right? We haven't tried spice yet,
Right.
but just because it sounds
Oh yeah,
like
for
it's
sure.
going to be
You're,
sweet
like,
and all that.
because you think of
tropical,
Malibu.
You think sweet.
I
you
think immediately of
liqueurs,
Right.
You think cocktails that are always sweet. You never think of a tropical cocktail
Yeah.
that's not sweet.
So I'll go out there right now. I know there's a lot of other, since you said the M word, I'll say for sure that if you do drink Malibu, this is a perfect transition to something that's a little bit more ABV. You're getting something more out of it, more natural. And, whether or not it's I don't know what people drink Malibu with, pineapple something
Yeah.
like that,
Traditional, yeah.
then I think this would be great in a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
80
I would even
proof,
just
yeah.
throw it on ice and
Oh,
maybe
for
put
sure.
like a little bit of soda in there,
Yeah.
like soda water.
Just a little bit of, get a little bubbles.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
And that's it.
Just to
It
give it a
doesn't
little
need
texture.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's pleasantly surprising. I feel like my cup was way fuller than yours because I've been drinking and y'all just, okay, we're done.
Well, depends on the
We-
sips.
we were being
I'm gonna cleanse my
connoisseurs.
glass.
Oh, I mixed mine.
Okay, guys, let's move on to the spiced rum. Are
Y'all
you
know
ready?
how much I love the spices. Although it said something about vanillas or caramel or something.
Yeah, so this one
That's
says
so
Caribbean
sweet.
rum, same thing, and it says blended with natural flavor and caramel color.
Yeah.
Demon Spiced Rum is same thing. They're all award-winning blended Caribbean rums, luscious natural flavors. This complex fusion makes it smooth, sippable on the rocks, and perfect for your favorite rum cocktail. Okay. I'm glad you gave me this one because the other one's like a little bit broken on the top. Okay, here, so you don't complain, you pour
All right,
yourself.
here's our spice expert now, the Spice Girl.
The Brazilian Spice Girl.
Surprisingly, don't smell cinnamon.
Oh, that's good.
Uh-oh.
At least not initially.
What about on the tongue?
Cut. No, I'm almost getting more smokiness
Ooh.
than
Okay,
anything.
Yeah.
can I have?
Yes. There you go.
She was a little impatient, clearly.
You were teasing
Is that
her.
okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
because
fine. Yes.
I wanna have it open up from the bottle.
I literally taste like almost like a mesquite. Or smell, I should say.
Oh, that's
excuse me.
right. Like
you smell it?
minty,
Like a mesquite.
little bit of a minty.
I'm not gonna do my.
Oh, you know what that smells like a little bit? Star anise. Yeah.
Which I also don't like. See, in the glass,
Star
smell-
anise,
the
some
smell the bottle
caramel.
versus the glass. This smells so much sweeter than from the bottle. The bottle, I got a much smokier mesquite flavoring, like a barbecue.
But
right?
it also might be the plastic.
It could be, of course, but
Unfortunately, that's why I
this
wanted to
smells
remove it from the
so
bottles.
much sweeter.
Especially knowing what's in here. I've seen the video when they took it apart, and I know there's like a plastic in there. So I was like, let's just get it out.
Doesn't that defeat the whole earth from the purpose?
Yeah, but it's just a small bag versus being, I don't know. What are you thinking, Paul?
It is
You tried it already?
sweeter,
Yeah,
sweeter
jumping the gun.
than the Tropi.
Sweeter than the
Interesting.
Tropi.
Yes.
It does smell sweet. It smells
Yes.
like bubble gum.
You know what it
smells
is?
very sweet.
Yeah.
It's the caramel coloring.
It literally, it's giving me like bubblicious vibes.
Yeah, now
In
is
this
it opening up?
Mm-hmm. Here, you smell the bottle. You tell me if you don't smell more like a mesquite. Obviously, barbecue smells sweet anyway because of the honey and all of the other things that are in there to sweeten it up, but it has a smokier, more mesquite scent on the nose on the bottle, but then this smells like friggin' bubblegum.
That's really...
And by the way, this is also 80 proof, 40 ABV, which is really nice. But
that is sweeter. I definitely taste the star anise.
But I don't think they put any cinnamon.
No, that's why I said I didn't smell cinnamon at all.
But it does smell like... Maybe also licorice.
A little bit of clovey-ish, yeah. The sweeter spices, if that makes sense.
But that's not bad. That's pretty good.
So, 80 proof, not as sweet as another major spiced rum. We won't say who, but I think we all know. But if you...
The big one.
Yeah, the big one. This is definitely... much smoother, again, 80 proof, than that other spiced rum. So,
and I don't like that one. This one, I could drink this one.
Yeah. Yeah, and again,
I don't do spiced.
And we're just drinking this neat, right? So, again, not on the rocks, not in a cocktail. So
not with Coke.
Or even with Coke, yeah.
So
I think it would be great.
I think that's probably a good test is with a rum and Coke with it to see does that
how
Coke,
it stand out.
Yeah. But, yeah, this is actually pretty tasty.
I almost wonder if it would be too sweet with a Coke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe like something like a club soda. Again,
or ginger.
Just to like a ginger beer or a ginger ale. Just to kind of have that bitterness to break it up a little bit. Because Coke is already so sweet.
Yeah.
And this is pretty freaking
But
sweet.
honestly, I'm still baffled that this is sweeter than the Tropicoco thing. Right?
For real.
Well, the Tropi was clear, right?
Yes.
Versus the spiced.
Right.
Yeah, but that means they add a lot more to this one. That's why it's smoother. The heat here retained throughout the flavor.
Which is surprising for A, white rum, and B, what's meant to be like a tropical Caribbean sweeter.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, Nani, final deliberation. What would you pick? Tropicoco or spiced?
In a cocktail, I'm actually going to pick spiced.
Ooh.
Wow.
I know. Right? Because it'll bring out that sweetness in whatever you use it with. But if it's just over ice, maybe like we said with a club soda or something, the Tropi.
Okay.
Because I liked that it's natural. It didn't taste artificial. Didn't taste chemical. Didn't taste any of that. Just tasted like it would go down so much easier than I feel like this one. I feel like if it was just neat or on the rocks by itself, no mixed in additives or anything like that, it would be. You'd get sick of it.
Paul's making his own concoction.
You'd get sick of this one, I feel like, very quickly. As far as, like, the sweetness.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can maybe have
sure.
1 or 2 cocktails with this one. Or if you were having it on the rocks. This one, I feel like you could put this on the rocks and just, like, keep chugging it all day. It literally tastes like coconut water. With, like, maybe a hint of pineapple in
Ooh,
there.
that would be good to have this with. The Tropicoco.
Right?
With what? Coconut water?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It tastes so good. Like, just by itself. That I think that flavor, I wouldn't get sick of it throughout the day.
Yeah.
Versus
that you
this
could
one,
drink. So
I feel like I would
so
get
this
sick
is
of that.
pool day. This is maybe like a night where you're like...
Yeah, a couple cocktails.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, good to know. How about you, Paul?
I agree. They both have their distinct scents, obviously, right? Being a spiced and one trop. On its own, I like the Tropicoco. I know the spices, obviously that's a very tough market there's a lot that's already out there. And even the coconut rum area is also kind of, got some...
Very saturated,
right.
in my opinion.
So, I guess overall, I'm pleasantly... I don't want to say surprised. Maybe I am saying I'm pleasantly surprised, right? And again, it's not a knock against anything. I was just, again, didn't know what to expect, really, right? Other than what I'm being told, by the guys from Demon Rum.
But cheers, guys!
It's definitely So
great job, by the way.
So I mixed a little bit there. I don't know if I poured a little bit too much spice, but
he did a combo.
I mean, that could even be good. Combine those two into a cocktail. Throw, a little something in there.
So, it's not bad,
Maybe I feel like some pineapple juice, if you're combining the two. Or maybe like a Sprite.
Yeah.
we do have some hard coconut water in the fridge. We may have to try
Hard
it.
coconut water.
So we may have to
the soft stuff.
we may have to
like
try
soft.
this after we cut here for some.
At which point you can join us for the after party.
Yes.
Behind the scenes.
But this is great. I'm super impressed.
Yeah,
I have to say that I personally prefer this one because I think it's more versatile, where you can put it in a cocktail and it'll stand out. You can drink it neat and I'll be able to do that. This one, I'm not so crazy about how sweet it is.
See, she doesn't like sweet. I like sweet.
I like sweet, but this tastes to me like the caramel flavoring is what it tastes to me. It doesn't taste like a natural sweetness. I can tell the fake caramel is pulling through, but it's, let me tell you, I don't like spiced rum. I do like sweet rums. I don't like spiced rums, and I like this rum.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And I don't like spices. And I like this rum. So
Yeah.
that says a lot. The only other spiced rum I've liked is the one that you gave to me a couple weeks ago, the Gasparilla one. So
Yeah, that one's amazing
really
too.
good.
Oh, so good. That one has very heavy vanilla notes.
And no cinnamon.
But thanks, guys, for joining me. I'm glad you enjoyed. Should we show the other bottles for comparison's sake? Or do you wanna
Like earth
keep...
friendly versus
Yeah,
non?
sure.
So as you can see, these are the original bottles, which are quite hefty. Quite hefty. If you can see the bottom, there's a very thick bottom glass, which means that's probably quite a bit to carry. I do like...
I mean, this even says it's 5 times lighter than the glass bottles.
I know, it's very impressive.
Yeah.
The other thing, it looks like they updated their branding, because this one looks a lot better than this one.
Yeah,
Personally,
I feel like
I don't know.
This would stand out more in a store.
Absolutely,
Not even
yeah.
friendly,
Yeah.
but this design would stand out way more in a store versus this one. For
And,
sure.
you know, one of the things that they talked about in the podcast was how, you know, full bottle graphics.
Design, yeah.
Right, obviously, because it can all be printed
looks
on.
great.
Compared to, you know, obviously the bottle, the cost. And look, again, you know, we were talking earlier today about how all the guests that I have on that are in the rum industry or that make rum or have a product is about seeing what it goes into the cost. That probably cost a lot for this bottle, right? And then of course, and that's got to go into what the cost of the sell the bottle, and that's,
the other thing is, this is gonna stand out more than this because I know at least of 2 different rum companies. I'm not gonna name them. They use this same shaped
style.
bottle.
And then
This
it's
is
just,
how you stand
It's
out.
just literally, you know, the logo and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's
Right.
like, earlier I was trying to read the back of this one, and it's so difficult to read because it being clear, the front logo goes through and you're having to like adjust accordingly so that you can try to read what the writing says. Obviously, this one's a little easier because
Right.
it's brown,
Color,
but
right.
this just makes so much more sense.
It does. That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. So hey, congrats, guys. I know this is there. Like I said, listen to that podcast episode. They talked about.
So you can hear from the distiller's mouth how he creates this amazing product.
The story, how they came up with the name and everything,
Yeah.
and they took their vision, their dream to start something up. And here it's
and where are they based out of? Remind us, Paul.
So this is being distilled and produced and bottled in 17A Distillery. This is in Las Vegas.
Okay.
It is, and again, we'll talk more about it on the podcast, but 17A Distillery in Vegas is owned by former NASCAR driver Brendan Gaughan. So this is, so they're, I guess, part of the family. It goes way back in Vegas. So I didn't get a chance to visit, but I'm sure, a little flight out of Fort Lauderdale and Spirit can be an easy there and back trip. So maybe, the dos chicas in gringo. I can't even speak English.
We have that effect on people.
Yes. So, so definitely give them a check here. I don't think they're in Florida yet, so this is something that is not yet. So we definitely appreciate, we'll promote out there,
And price point, I believe they were at $30 a bottle, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like $27, $30.
Yeah.
So
Which is
talk
super
about
reasonable.
very accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
very reasonable for the quality that you're getting.
I'd be very curious to
I
see
know
what
some more
Award
expensive ones that
Caribbean
are-
rums they're using in their...
Yeah. So
if you know, put it on the comments down below.
If you've tried this before,
Yeah, let us know what you
definitely,
think.
right? Because I know I think it's available in Wisconsin. That's kind of where the guys are originally from, or most they live. Being produced in Vegas, it's available in Vegas. I know they got a lot of branding and a lot of promotional stuff out in Vegas. It's in city, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hence Demon. Just kidding.
yeah.
Who knows?
But yeah, we definitely we maybe talked to a few folks to see that are distributors here and try to get them connected because. Like I said, I think this would do great here in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's tough with two of the bigger companies that have got a market, but I think fitting into the right little area there to promote up, I think will definitely do them
I
good.
could see that doing so well in bars and all over. For example, even something like Rum Haven, for example. I had never heard of it up until...
You went to a bar and you had it in a
I went to the
cocktail,
bar
right?
and they didn't have the stereotypical Malibu, and I was like, oh, I just want coconut rum in my Well, they're like, oh, we only have Rum Haven. Is that okay? I said, okay. Now it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is to get into one or two good local places and get that word of mouth out.
Yep.
And it'll blow up.
And be the cocktail on the menu.
Yeah.
Yep.
But thanks so much for joining me, guys.
Yeah.
I hope you
Yes.
enjoyed.
So-
Cheers. And I look forward to the next rum.